about my selfie stick. All right, now I'm mad. You know, a new thing in my life. It takes me a long time to register and get it, you know, into my... Is that my hair? Yep. Oh, I know why. That's why. Anyway, I'm out here at the old shooting club. Nobody shoots out here anymore. Let me put this camera down. This club. Twirl my hair up. It needs two hands. Anyway, it's actually kind of a nice range. Tailored. Got berms out here. And that stretches out, you know, I think 500 yards, 1,000 yards, to be honest with you. Metal tables, chairs, racks. Pistol range, and a zeroing range over there. That's not the subject of this video. Okay, I like coming out here, but you know, gotta be maintained. And that's a shame. It was the Silver State Shooting Club, but it's kind of defunct now. Nothing going on around here anymore. You can't get anything to go on anywhere. You know, and that's not me being negative. It's just the way it is here. Nice little building here. Oh, look at here. A map of the local area. Contour map. I think this is the township boundaries and all that. Let's see. Yeah. There's Beatty. Interesting, right? And anyway, what I'm really here for is, see, it used to be kind of, you know, they taught classes here, your CCW, how to this, how to that. That's just an old junk pile. There's not enough enthusiasm or really any people to keep it going. Well, that's a shame. And it got looted, tore up. Okay, but the reason for this video is from right here, right, the back of this, let's say this driveway, those are my tracks from way back, down this way, I measured exactly 1/2 of a mile and 1 mile. So I'm going to walk down here and go to my half-mile mark. That's as far as I'm going. And that way I know I walked a mile, and, you know, instead of walk 800 feet and you start... Sorry about the swingy D's. You start huffing and puffing and go, man, I must have walked 10 miles. No, you're only about 1,000 feet. So let's go down here a little bit. I got my keys, yeah. Donkey trails. And this is mainly for the local people. Just to show them, you know, I marked out a trail of that length, so folks would even know. Say if you want to jog, because this road's not too bad. What I would like to see is, instead of walking on the road, right, having a path about 20 feet off, you know, nice and manicured. They had a generator here for the, you know, for the Quonset hut. See? That shiny thing out there is a leach pond for the mine. Right? You can see the berms out there now. I can't see a thing in this because of the sun. But it was interesting. It was something to do. But given the present atmosphere, who knows? And that's a skeet range. Well, it was. And yes, that's an airport for the airplane tower lights. For along here, for the approach to the airport, which is are those buildings down there. And they've been to get, you know, you think, oh my God, a gun range next to an airport. Actually, they've been like this for years and years. But I would like to see a nice walking path along here, just out there, like I said, about 20 yards or something. So people can run, do some, you know, energetic stuff, some health-conscious situations, bring their dogs out, and generally take care of themselves. There's a little enthusiasm for that. And that's just, you know, it's a mere observation, not an opinion. Look at old junk, cans and stuff. That interests me. So we'll go down here and look at my marker so I can show the, you know, show it on my Facebook page and people can see. Oh, so we'll be back in a second. Okay, back again. Right here is the half-mile mark. Where my green bottle is and my tea handle. Now this is extremely close to a half a mile. 5/10 of a mile, because I measured it on Google Earth and I came out here, whoo, and measured it with my car. 5/10 right here from that gray building, because the road curves around. You get to the corner right around in there, around here. See, because you got the curvy sign, right? If I went that far to there, it's a mile. Right here, that's the green bottle and the tea, is half a mile. So when I go back, I'll have walked a mile. What would be real fun would be, you know, like I said, the trail out there about 10-15 yards, because I got a car coming up and he's going to raise a bunch of dust, right? And then a trail on the other side for traffic going the other way. Because when I was in Germany, right, when I was in the army, I had a dog, and I would take it out and walk it. Well, lots of other folks had dogs too. And they would walk around a thing clockwise or in one direction, whatever, so the dogs wouldn't meet and you wouldn't have problems. So that would be really nice. And plus, if you're jogging, you don't want to dodge people, you know, as much, because if someone's walking and you're running, then, you know, you got a problem there. See, there's the Quonset hut right there. It's out there. Mata, close in. Close in, saddle. Right, saddle. Careful, careful. Come on, saddle. Saddle, Mata. Saddle. Saddle. Okay, so that'd be cool, wouldn't it? There are some dippity-doos out in the desert. It'd be fun to have, you know, like a bridge, whatever. See? Folks go along dust. Not too bad if they go slow, but if they go fast. So it'd be nice to be off the road, number one. And this is kind of crumbly, you know, you might twist an ankle. And if you had something out there, nice hard packed with some good gravelies. Okay, let's go, Mark. That, you know, you would make sure you get this. Everybody sees the thing. That's the half mile from the Quonset hut. And, you know, then you cross the road and then jog back up. It's a real gentle grade going back to the north, so it wouldn't really bother you. It's nice and level. You could time yourself, you know, and that way you can improve your time if you wish. If that's me, I would like that, you know, because, like I said, PT test, you know, 2 miles in 14 minutes, that kind of thing, you'd know where you stand, and if you can improve, if you're slacking off, you know, that kind of thing. There, like I said, there are some divots. You could put wood or something, or just leave it gently slope through, because the water would wash through. I don't know about that with this road now. Nice and sunny and open. The dogs, you know, like, look at Mata Hari. She can go around, run around, and you don't have to collar her, leash, you know, wear her out. And that kind of, look at the vista. You know, you get to look at this stuff all the time. Although that looks like heck. But, you know, this is mining country. The fires from California, I guess the winds did the smoke switch around. So now we got this real big haze. Usually it's clear as a bell out here. I mean, just as clear. There's the airport. as you can see. But I think that would be a real plus, you know, for folks here to try and keep themselves alive instead of dropping like flies and have their face melt off their skulls at the old bar and grill, you know, kind of thing. And you can measure it and you know what you're doing. That way you can't fudge, you can't cheat yourself, you know, that kind of thing. Alright, we're going to walk back to the Quonset hut and end the video. Back in a minute. Okay, also, you know what you could do? I don't know if I'll put this on the end after I said goodbye. I can put it in the middle somewhere. This would make like a desert Muscle Beach area. You know what I mean? They got this is for the kids when, you know, folks were out there practicing their firearms skills. Right? And just put, you know, stuff like, I saw this video, like in Russia, they got these big giant just chunks of metal that are bolted together and you have to this and that so nobody could run off with it, or no matter what they did, they couldn't tear it up. Right? And that kind of thing. I mean, my God, if they can do that, why can't we do that? And why don't we do that? You know? I think it's a liability thing, you know. Somebody get hurt, they'll sue whoever they can find to sue, and even if they don't get hurt, they'll, that kind of thing. I know that's negative, but man, that's the way of it. You know, I've even thought of being just sitting out here, just being kind of the guy that watches the place. This would be a heck of an indoor gym, wouldn't it? A few thises and that's in here. You know, somebody that sells power drinks and sodas or whatever. That's what I was going to do, but I just lost hope. I asked about it, and a few people were like, oh, blah, 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 and they got all mealy-mouthed about it. But, you know, this is just a wasted resource. What? I mean, imagine that. Call it Muscle Desert. Yeah, and you do your stuff and look at this here vista. You know, get your muscle on, get some gains, and do the Humpty Dumpty. Let me know. I mean, you know, there's no one you can talk about except for the commissioners, as far as I know anymore. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that conversation. They can't use this for much else. It's so filled with lead because, you know, operating firearms. Because you can imagine the bird shot off the off the old range here, and it sits. All right, that's my opinion on it. See if I can't put this in the middle of the videos. You know, you can use a firearms range for more than just, you know, operating firearms. That's my idea for this area. Like I said, something has got to be done. Alright. That's it. Okay, now that we're almost back, I wanted to talk about this here road right here. It's like one of the roads I think the racers use, you know, Mint 400 and all that, this and that. Or something like that. You go out there, see there's some orange marker tape up there. And what I had done on Google Earth was I marked out a 2-mile loop starting here, I think up there, and this was just kind of a reference point. Looking for the tapey tapes. Anyway, up there, it's more scenic, right? Along that, almost to the power line out there, across there, and then down, and comes back up here. I think it ends right here is what it is. It starts over there. Oh, check this out. Two of them. How cool is that? Walk up there, go along there, and V back here. Sort of a 2 mile, backpack, walk. Kind of test your mettle, because that goes up there ways. And it's more scenic, than an old road and this and that. I know I'm swinging around. There they go. I can barely catch them. Anyway, they're gone. To where you'd be way off the road. That would be very, very nice. And it's just a footpath. Right up in there. You can see more of the road. Right there. Right. And I have it crossing the desert a little bit. And then coming back to here. That would be neat. And that's that. Slow! And there's the concert hut. Mata. See, Mata's pooped out now. She's giving it up. Slow walking. That's what I want to see. She needs some muscles. Next time I'll put her equipment on and we'll do a video about that. Probably maybe tomorrow. Because I was really down in the dumps. Sitting at the house, watching meaningless YouTube videos and such. And I said, man, dude, get up and do the video you said you were going to do on your walking track. I tell you, brightened me up a bit. Made Mata's day. See, she can't. She can't get going. See, here's my starting point right here. There's a road right there for my 2 mile trek up into the bush there. That would be fun. And all you would need is just a bunch of people to walk it and stomple it down. Because that desert out there, it's kind of crusty. You'll sink into it a little bit, about ½ inch, And if you get it stompled down and marked, naturally, because outside my house I made a trail, right? You can even see it on Google Earth. The trail I made across the street to walk my dog and stuff, right? And somebody took a quad and absolutely ruined it because I kicked all the rocks out of the way, right? And so I wouldn't step on them and twist my ankle. And that's the reason I would like to see a nice, because I don't want to go humping hills. I just want to walk and get my, my heart rate going and, raise up my value. Because I'm tired of being like I am. Pulling my back out, huffing and puffing because I take the trash out. That kind of thing. We got all this space out here. If we come out here like first thing in the morning, because when I was in the Army, we did our PT in the morning. And I've always had that, inclination. But that's what I'd like to see. And then up behind these hills right here, there's some nice slopey wopies, I call a micro basin and range. That would be good for, putting on a pack and humping, and then, somewhere stop, practice your cooking and your camping skills and your craft skills, and then put your stuff back and then hump the rest of the way back into town. And it's only 2 or 3 miles, and you're never very far away, and you're always in cell phone range. See, like if I got in trouble, if I, bit by a snake or twisted my ankle, I would be able to take care of myself. There's the range. That's what I'd like to see, boy. because something's got to be done. We're just dying here, just falling over dead. And here we are. 1 mile. All right. That right there made me feel a little bit better. All right then. So there it is. All right. Like I said, there it is. By your wits, not by your words. Peace. Bye.